It's midnight in a cramped Los Angeles apartment, 1943. Ray Bradbury is hunched over a typewriter, the clacking rhythm dancing with the hum of the city outside. He's not just writing, he's chasing joy, the pure, wild thrill of creation. But what if that joy, that excitement, is the secret weapon every writer needs? What if writing isn't a chore but a kind of celebration? This is the open door into Zen and the art of writing. Bradbury insists the first thing a writer must feel is excitement. Not dread, not discipline. Excitement, that spark shapes everything that follows. Bradbury shares a vivid memory, writing furiously before dawn on a sidewalk in Los Angeles, scribbling stories on paper he could barely afford. It wasn't about money or fame, it was the wild, shameless joy of making something new. He calls it a sacred ritual, fueled by a love so strong he'd lose sleep just to get to the page. He compares the act of writing to a dance floor. The writer doesn't count steps or worry about perfection. Instead, it's about moving with the music of your own heart. Discipline without joy is a prison, but joy without discipline is chaos. Excitement is that perfect rhythm keeping the writer's feet moving. This excitement changes the writer forever. Bradbury found joy shaped his unique voice and style, making each story sing with life. The surprise, the more joy you pour in, the more readers feel it. Writing becomes infectious, like laughter shared across a room. Bradbury didn't follow a traditional path, and he insists you shouldn't either. Writing isn't one size fits all, it's a wild, personal journey. Instead of chasing literary prestige or technical perfection, Bradbury embraced pure instinct. He famously wrote short stories inspired by newspaper headlines and fairy tales, often ignoring structure and grammar rules. His freedom wasn't laziness, it was a deliberate choice to follow his own thread wherever it led, whether to Mars or monster stories. He compares writing to exploring an unknown jungle with a childlike curiosity. The writer tears down fences of doubt and scribbles wildly. This playfulness opens doors to surprising ideas and fresh perspectives, allowing stories to grow into unexpected shapes, much like his whimsical tales in the Martian Chronicles. The payoff: when you abandon imitation and institutional rules, your voice roars to life. Bradbury's unique style, a blend of poetic imagery, warmth, and imagination, refused to fit neatly anywhere, and that's why it still captivates after decades. Your wild path is your greatest literary asset. Zen isn't just meditation. For Bradbury, it's a daily feast of sensory experiences, observation, and constant writing, a ritual to keep the creative flame alive. Bradbury swore by the daily ritual of writing 1,000 words or more, no matter what. He believed each word added fuel to a fire that never quite goes out. Missing a day felt like skipping a meal. His discipline wasn't harsh, it was a loving habit that nurtured creation continuously, turning the act of writing into a daily celebration. He also urged writers to be sensory sponges. Smell the rain, hear the city chatter, taste spicy peppers, feel warmth on your skin. This vivid intake of life's details fills your stories with texture and authenticity, like seasoning enhances a dish. Bradbury's stories sparkle with these real-world flavors, pulling readers deep into his worlds. The surprising insight: these daily rituals transform the writing process from a grind into a revelation. Writing becomes less about reaching a deadline and more about seeing the world with new eyes every day. That's your Zen: constant flow, constant wonder, constant creation. Back in that cramped LA apartment, Bradbury's midnight typing wasn't just noise, it was celebration, a dance with excitement that transformed paper into magic. Your next step: start writing now with unapologetic joy. Set a timer for 10 minutes and let your excitement lead. No rules, no judgment, just you, your story, and pure, unfiltered passion. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.